Like dance, sing, rap. Like she's she's not just
Oh yeah. No need to ask, guess who stepped in the building? Smash the subscribe in case you're unfamiliar. Say what's up to OG and his OG crew. And if you like what you saw, you know what.
And peace, family. It's your boy OG, and I want to welcome you back to OG Reacts. And guess what? It is XG season. It feels like XG season. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched The Voice and their performance over there. I thought it was great. It had a few glitches in it, but ultimately, I was super proud of the girls, and I thought that them being on The Voice and even performing that song, because even though the song is not necessarily my bag, I think it is a perfect song for the masses and who potentially their audience is. And so I just thought it was dope, and it was a good look for them. And so that felt like a kickoff almost. And then all of a sudden, we got a song that pops up, and then we got a video that pops up. And so, that's why OG is here. Now, before we get into the video, I got a little bit of a soapbox, or the song in the video. I got a little bit of a soapbox. For those of you who know about soapboxes, I'm going to put a timestamp so you can jump straight into the song reaction or the video reaction. I haven't seen or heard either one. I'm super excited. But I wanted to say a couple of things about YouTube. YouTube has been getting super, super weird on two fronts. Because of it, I've made some changes, and hopefully you'll join me. But over the last, I'd say, month and a half, even 2 months, many of you may or may not know, but I do a weekly live deep diving into XG, whether it's a song, a video, a time period. At one point, we were doing K-pop stuff, but ultimately, it was just kind of to build and maintain a community that really loved XG as much as I did. We would get together every Monday evening and, watch videos, watch some of the behind the scenes stuff, everything XG. And YouTube just started striking me. And so mid live, they would shut everything down, and it got really, really frustrating and annoying. Annoying is a much better word. And so I started looking around to see what some of the other alternatives were for me around this live stuff. The other thing that really motivated my move was comments in many of the reaction videos. Now, I'd say 95% of the comments that come in regards to my reactions to the videos have been super dope, right? Even if they're just constructive disagreement, I'd say 95%. But then there's always that 5%, and maybe even 10%, where it's not constructive.
I like pickles. I don't like pickles.
Right? And it's people really with an axe to grind. They either got some personal stuff going on, or they're trolling, or
ain't nobody got time for that.
Whatever other issues that may potentially be, because the comments really are just an extension of what's going on in the world and around the world. And so I don't let them bother me at all. But what it did do is made me realize how much I love interacting and talking and debating this stuff, right? Because I really do get into those comments. And if I hear you say something stupid, or you attack my character or whatever, like I might respond once and call you an idiot or stupid or whatever. But then when there's like constructive disagreement, I really get into that, right? Just because I like talking about this stuff. I like thinking about it. I think about it irregardless of the comments or what people are saying. And so really what I wanted to do is be able to take those experiences and go a little bit deeper. And so I created a community where people who love music, listen to music, and not even more so than listen to music, they hear music, because I think there's a huge difference. And oftentimes as a fan, not a part of the fandom, because I don't play that. I don't consider myself alphas. That is not what I do. The way I show my support to XG is by continuing to celebrate and even critique some of the things that I've noticed in the outputs that they do. Whether it's the song, whether it's the video, whether it's the dancing, whatever, right? When I see it, hear it, I see all the great and the beauty of it, but I also see the misses, and so I like to put those out there. And for some people, for the fandom, they can't hear misses. People don't understand, can't separate critique from fandom. That's just weird to me. You know what I mean? And YouTube sent me a email probably 2 months ago, and in the email it said I had over 1 million views on my channel, and that blew me away, right? Just because I never expected anything like that. That wasn't the goal. I wasn't coming in here to make any money. You can't monetize these videos that I do. It is really because I enjoy the girls. I believe in the girls, and I want to see them win. But oftentimes, people negate the fact that that is true fandom. I don't have to glaze them all the time and say that everything they do is perfect, because it's not. The reality is that they have had some missteps, I believe, and I have communicated those missteps. And you might agree, you might not agree, and that's fine. I love the idea that people don't naturally have to think like I do. What happens is that in the comments, you can't have dialogue. You can't really have debate. And many people are hiding behind their monikers and their little profile pics of some random surfboard or whatever. And so they can kind of say whatever they want, be whoever they want. And that's weird to me. And I end up realizing after a couple of correspondences that I probably shouldn't be investing too much time into this conversation, but I enjoy it. And so what I did is I created a community beyond the reaction. You'll see, I'll put a little something over here. And it is really just to continue the conversation about the reactions, about culture, about music. I am planning on doing my lives on Monday evenings, continual, but it's going to be done over there. I'm going to do other live responses based upon the reaction videos. I want to have debate opportunities with folks that disagree with some of my hot takes on both music and culture, because it's not just going to be about XG. XG is going to be the anchor and always will. But there's going to be a lot more stuff going on in there. And so I welcome you. I encourage you. And if you're so inclined, it's also going to help support the channel, just because I can't monetize any of these videos. And so it helps me kind of continue to do what I'm trying to do and support XG the way I think I can support XG. And so again, beyond the reaction, the link will be down there, and hope to see you over there. All right. So the real reason why we are here because we got a new song out. Now, 4 seasons, we got a song, and I had actually started this reaction with just a song, but then the video came out, I think a few hours ago, so I just decided to redo it. Now, that which I know about just through social media, whatever, it seems like it's our vocal line, so it feels like it's Juria, Chisa, and Hanata. If it's that, then my guess is that it's more of a slower song. 4 seasons, it feels like maybe a winter without you type of vibe, maybe. Christmas is tomorrow. Maybe that's the direction we're going. But I'm just surprised that we got new stuff out. Crossing my fingers and hoping that this is something that OG can say, I'm happy about the direction that we're going back in. So let's get into 4 seasons and see how our girls are doing it. I will say this before any vocals come out. You almost cannot lose with acoustic songs. If you can sing in this song, if this song stays acoustic, it's going to be a win. I don't know if people have heard. I was just talking to my folks on a recent live about this new, and I don't even know if it's new, but this new Justin Bieber song called Yukon, I believe. But it's an acoustic song. This song is such a fucking vibe. Like, if you haven't heard Yukon by Justin Bieber, I don't know if you might like him or not. I'm not really a huge fan. I know Biebs because of my youngest daughter. She was a Bieber fanatic at one point. I'm not even necessarily sure if she is still, but we all know Biebs, right? But this song, Yukon, is so simple. It's so like, what's the terminology? Less is more. With acoustic songs, there is something about them for me that just really, really work when you have a really good singer. And Bieber is a good singer. And we know our girls are good singers. And so far, so good.
Scratching the surface, latching these words inside.
Sounds like Chisa.
It's more than just a purpose. I know you deserve it. Yeah, I know. Can't find the reason why all this blue inside.
Jury, maybe?
Remember like the movies, space between the memories, so wide. Yeah, I know you've been calling me lately.
Hanata.
I've just been busy, knowing you'll always be by. Wish I knew we were running out of time. Started in January, gone in a minute, thought it was summer, maybe. Was the wind blowing? Not a day that goes by without you on my mind all the time.
Okay.
All the time. Then came October, left in a hurry, the year is almost over. Snow came down early, missing you evermore as I'm passing these 4 seasons by. Season by. Stuck in this moment, I just need a minute, I'm fine. If only for a second, hearing you be perfect for the night.
So it's crazy how distinctive their voices are and how indistinctive they are. So I feel like I can hear Chisa versus Juria versus Hanata. And even now, and I used to say this back before, if it's Hanata, I don't know if it's Hanata, but I always feel like Hanata is holding something back. Like she's not giving it. And I know this is not one of those songs. This is not necessarily one of those songs, but I even felt it in this song if it was Hanata. But angelic, to say the least. They're clearly incredible singers, particularly Chisa and Juria. I think Hanata still has work to do. And again, I'm going to bring it back to the voice. If you saw The Voice, Chisa to me was the standout in that performance. Like, I was in awe of Chisa and how she held it down in that performance. And so if you haven't seen it, go see it and then tell me what you think about it. I mean, they all did great, but something about Chisa holding down that chorus so powerfully was pretty amazing. Great written song.
As I'm passing
Lyrics are
these
dope.
4 seasons by. Season by. Can I speak honestly? I don't know why I can never sleep but try. Couldn't figure it out. Don't wanna lose you in the loop inside. Call me your fool 'cause who am I to blame? So please just stay. Raindrops fall down on seasons somehow. Can't help but think of you in the sun. Waiting for days to come around.
Okay. I fucks with 4 Seasons. Give me 4 Seasons over Gala any day. They sound amazing. Again, acoustic songs, you just really can't go wrong. Like, I've heard people that I would never listen to and probably don't even necessarily even like their voice sing over acoustic songs, and it just works. You know, you musicians and you artists know better than me why that is the case. Not necessarily a Christmas song, and so I didn't get Christmas from that, but based on their slower songs, it's still not better than Winter Without You. It's not better than Winter Without You. It's a good song, but Winter Without You is a top 5. Winter Without You is it's a killer. And I hate that, and let me not say that I hate, because I don't hate it. I love these 3. But, you know, you already know my bias is Coco. But my runner-up is Maya. And I think Maya's voice is killers. I think she's a killer singer. I think she's killer at everything, and that's really why she's my, what do they call it, bias killer? I don't know. But Maya is just so tight on everything. Like, dance, sing, rap. Like, she's not Chisa in singing, right? And she's not Jurin in rapping, I don't think. I think Jurin is the best rapper in when I say that, it's about her clarity. It's about her enunciation. It's about her ability to kick off a song. Like, Jurin is just, you can't lose with Jurin kicking a song off. You can't. But Maya is all of that. Right? Like, she's second in all of that. Well, no, not second. Because she's not jury either. But, you know, humbly, she sings to me, a little bit better than, and sounds a little bit better than Anata. And so, and again, that's just my opinion. But I hate that she's not classified as a songstress, because Maya gives it up. She just gives it up. I'm just saying. All right, let's get to this video and see what that's hitting on. All right, so video time. This is 4 Seasons, the official music video. Let's get it. We got Christmas. At least.
Scratching the surface, latching these words inside. It's more than just a purpose. I know you deserve it. Yeah, I know. Can't find the reason why all this blue inside. Started in January.
So I love this even more, right? I love this even more. And I don't know if you remember, but and you can look back, but I had a response to In the Rain. And my response was to In the Rain was it was whack. The video. I love In the Rain song. In the Rain for me is a top 6 or 7, but the video to me was lackluster. I thought there was so much opportunity at that moment for In the Rain, because and you know, and selfishly, just because I know the girls, I know they have personality. I know they have distinct qualities about them that would play really good and will play really good on the screen. And the mere fact that I can watch this video and see a little bit of that personality come out is what I wanted in the Rain. Is what I thought In the Rain could have been, because I thought the concept was not a bad one, but what it ended up being was just a souped up choreography video. That's what In the Rain was to me. It was just a really good choreography video. The reason why so far I love this video is because I see the personalities of the girls coming out, and that's, that's what I wanted a while ago.
Calling me lately. I've just been busy, knowing you'll always be by. Wish I knew we were running out of time. Started in January, gone in a minute, thought it was summer, maybe. Whilst the wind blowing, not a day that goes by without you on my mind all the time, all the time. Then came October, left in a hurry, the year's almost over. Snow came down early, missing you evermore as I'm passing these 4 seasons by. Season by. Stuck in this moment, I just need a minute, I'm fine. If only for a second, hearing you be perfect for the night. Caught in the middle, unravel this riddle, I'll try.
The other reason why, if you paid attention to it, you know that every single one of them could be a model, like a legit like magazine, like and it's not to say that they're uber model beautiful. They're beautiful girls. But it is to say that they know how to work a camera. And for me, like this is acting, right? And I love to see that. But I think modeling is the first introduction to acting. Like before you get into like being able to communicate and emotionalize what you're trying to say, you got to look a certain way. You got to be able to present like a physical attribute or whatever. And they know how to give it up to the camera. Plus they be on stage and they perform, and like nobody gives it up to the camera like XG does. Like even that was one of my biggest complaints about The Voice, and that wasn't their fault. It was the cameraman's fault, or it was Simon's fault, or whoever wasn't prepped enough to know like these girls work cameras. You got to move around because they're ready to give you face while they're performing. They're ready. And the cameramen whoever did The Voice, they weren't ready for XG. They just weren't. But in general, they're acting and they can do this. That's my point.
Still reading all your message, I never deserted. Not I. No, you must think I'm killing. careless and jaded. Life's just been crazy. Quick high hellos and goodbyes. Wish I knew we were running out of time. Started in January, gone in a minute, thought it was summer, maybe. Why's the wind blowing? Not a day that goes by without you on my mind all the time. Then came October, left in a hurry, the year is almost over. Snow came down early, missing you evermore as I'm passing these 4 seasons by. Season by. Can I speak honestly? I don't know why I never sleep but try. Couldn't figure it out. Don't wanna lose you in the loop inside. Call me your focus, who am I to blame? So please just stay. Raindrops fall down on seasons somehow. Can't help but think of you in the sun. Waiting for days to come around.
Jeez, they're turning into women. It's so crazy. They are women. All right, so 4 seasons has hit, and it is OG approved. I would put that video. I would put that video top 5 maybe, as far as videos go for them, right? And it's crazy, right? And that's, that's just me. But for me, what worked really well about this video is you got to see personality. You got to see them be young women and silly. Because if you know them, you know that, Chisa is a goofball, right? You know that Chisa is super goofy. You know that Hinata is super just like low-key, clumsy and silly and funny, right? Like you know that about them, and we want to see that. I want to see that. I know that, and I see that when I'm doing, the lives and watching some of their other stuff, but to be able to see personality come out is really dope. But let me just say this. It's not Winter Without You. It's not. And that's the only disappointment, right? And it's not a disappointment, but if they're going to do a slower song, I want to see and hear Chisa and Hinata get in their bags, right? Because all 3 of them have a bag to get in. I know Juria got a bag, and you already know Chisa's bag is put on display all the time because it is a winter song. It's coming out Christmas time, and they've had a winter song that is a top 5, right? Like Winter Without You is a top 5 XG song. What do you think about the song? Is it what you expected it to be? What do you think? Do you think it's as good as Winter Without You? Where would you rate this video as far as their best videos? All interesting questions, all things I'd love to hear from you. Join me over on Beyond the Reaction. The link is in the bio. You're going to see this reaction there first, and then eventually it'll be put on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
Brings the vibes, and you bring the energy. Could've said it was dope, but instead let's keep it real. Keep it tuned into OG Reacts. If you know, you know the vibe, no cap. Keep it turned on to OG Reacts. He came this far, so run it back.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.